Yeah. There's if any of you in the background, co-hosts, thank you so much for being co-hosts. And we're now live on YouTube. Thank you everyone for being here live on YouTube. I have my friends over in Zoom, and we're going to draw each other. Friends, you're all on the screen. If you don't want to get drawn, you can just say, oh, not me. I don't want to be silly too. And if you didn't have YouTube on and you're in Zoom, it would be great if you could mute. And we're now live. We're very difficult to understand what's being said. I will, that's what could happen. I am on the screen. Okay, I just muted Heike. Stina, I see a bit of sound. So if you are on YouTube and in Zoom, please mute YouTube. And we're going to draw each other. It's going to be so cool. We've been doing this for over 3 years now, where we hang out together and we sketch each other. And it's been such wonderful practice. And I've made all of these wonderful friends and many more. And it's been so cool. And we're going to just do what we do Tuesdays now here on YouTube for the first time ever. And the way this works is that I'll just make myself big for a moment and you'll see me as I explain this. Here I am. So the way this works is that we give prompts to each other and then we'll hold a pose. And each person who poses then passes on a prompt to the next person who poses. We start with 30-second sketches and work our way up to 6 minutes. And we'll do this for about 2 hours and we'll see that we, yes. All right. The feedback issue is now solved, isn't it, Patricia?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So if you would like to speak up, feel free to unmute and speak because it's fun. That's part of the fun is chatting. But if you've got YouTube on, it'd be great if you mute it because otherwise it's like, and the feedback issue is now. There we go. There's some feedback. So if you would like to, thank you to everyone who's in the chat. And we're going to start doing this. To my wonderful co-host, thank you so much. If you look in the active people here, you will see the microphone goes up when there's sound coming through, and then you can like hit the little mute button and see how this goes. So I make sure I put my timer on, and I'm so glad that you're all here. Thank you very much. It's for years I've been wanting to have a birthday party where I get my friends to come along and we draw each other, and now we're doing it, and you're all spread across the globe, and it's wonderful. And
did we sing already?
Did we what already?
Did we sing already?
There has been no singing. We could try.
Happy birthday, Dylan.
Thank you. And see how it goes with the feedback issues.
Is it today? Right now is your birthday?
Today is the day that
happy birthday.
That I was born. Thank you, Mom, for giving birth to me.
Thanks, Mama, for giving us this brilliant, beautiful human being.
Thanks, Mom. Mom will watch this and she might cry a little bit.
Is your sister around?
Awesome, Mum. And she might join us once she wakes up.
Yay!
So she's probably asleep now, but I could imagine she might join as we progress. So I don't know if I really need a prompt, but would anyone just shoot me a prompt?
It's your birthday.
It's my birthday. My birthday, and all of these wonderful friends are here to join it with me. Okay. All right. So 30 seconds. Starting now. Oh, and the question, Meryl, how to get drawn on Zoom? The usual link, and it's also in the description. And there's hopefully there's an extra step to keep those kind of trolls out and stuff. And if you're a troll watching this and you join, you'll be kicked out. So just don't bother. But everyone else is welcome. So 30 seconds starting now. It's my birthday and you're all invited.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
30 seconds. We need more than that.
Maybe we'll draw me as the last pose as well, if you would like.
Yeah, good idea.
Oh, you're echoing, Patricia. Oh,
Patricia, it was echoing before I muted you also. Do you have YouTube on?
I don't have YouTube on. No, that was 30 seconds. So it's pretty quick. If you haven't been here before, that's how it is. You just loosen up and you can let go of all expectations that this is going to be a masterpiece because it's just 30 seconds and, you know, it doesn't matter. And I'm just going to have a look over here in the gallery to see all my friends. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. It's really awesome having you here to just hang out and draw together. So we'll move along to Eliza. And I'll switch back over to speak of you. I'll
Hello.
just see what everyone is seeing. So Eliza,
I'm wearing my festive hat.
you were one of the first people in the waiting room to get in here. So you're the first guest to the party. And I'm so happy
birthday.
I'm so happy to see you here. That's the prompt.
Thank you.
So be 30 seconds. And I'm just realizing I'm finishing getting set up. All right, 30 seconds are starting now. Yeah, and it's so a few weeks ago, it was the 3-year anniversary of these sessions and didn't really celebrate it in a big way, but this makes up for it. This is also the 3-year celebration of online Zoom sketching together. You can use the hashtag drawing with Dylan. Thank you, Claudia, for coming up with that hashtag back in the day. And it's so nice having so many of you here. All right. Thank you, Eliza. So up next is Barbara.
All right. You have just arrived at Dylan's party and realized that you have forgotten your present. Great.
Cool. All right. 30 seconds. Yeah, so these sessions, if you haven't been to one before, it's just like this. We don't look at each other's work. It's not like an instructed tutorial. It's just practice, learning by doing and hanging out with some friends. But if you are sharing your work on social media afterwards, and it's always fun to see what everyone's done, you can use the hashtag drawing with Dylan.
Happy
Awesome.
birthday, Dylan!
Thank you.
Oh, Steph.
Hallöchen!
Hello.
Hi, Steph.
Cool. Thank you, Barbara. Heike.
So you forgot the present, and before ringing the doorbell, you climb over the fence into the neighbor's garden to pick flowers for Dylan.
Cool. Those are excellent flowers.
Probably the
favorite
kind you
kind.
like best, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Nice broad edge brush, my favorite kind of flower.
Exactly.
How
And
many
you might-
minutes do I have?
This is half a minute. We've just begun. So the first five are 30 seconds each, and then we do 5 1-minute portraits, and then 5 2-minute portraits, 5 4-minute portraits, and the second half will all be 6-minute portraits.
And knowing you, Dylan, you probably would have picked your brush out of a tree or something.
Yeah. Make your own brush from the neighbor's garden.
Exactly.
Awesome. Thank you, Heike. Okay. Lucia.
Me. Ah.
Okay.
Hello.
So you bring Dylan the flowers, but then you recognize that there's a hornet in the flower.
What?
That there's a hornet, a hornisse in the flower.
Een hornisse. Aha. Oei.
Ooh. An extra surprise to the gift. All right, cool. This is the last 30-second pose. So
Please.
however you will. Cool. Yeah, it's been really cool the past 3 years doing all these Zoom sessions and just making sketching so much more social. And the cumulative practice of all of these sketch sessions has just been awesome. Cool. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Okay, 1 minute now. So you can give a prompt to Charlotte. So Lucia, do you have a prompt?
Okay. Can you play like a cat? Like a cat?
A cat?
A cat? Yeah.
A cat at the party?
Can I pretend to be a cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, 1 minute.
I've never known a cat that doesn't look like Charlotte.
Shannon. Are you Shannon?
I'm Shannon. Is that
I'm
Steph?
Shannon.
Steph, is that you?
Ja, it's me.
Hallo, schön, wie geht's
Hallo.
dir?
Mir geht's sehr gut.
Hey.
My sister is over from Australia at the moment with her wife Nina, and it's the first time we've seen each other in 5 years, which is so cool.
She's at
Wow,
your
5
place?
years.
She's at my place, yeah. We spent the day
cool.
together. Yeah. And it's the first time she's met Arvid and Holly, who are
Oh,
4 and 6 years old. And so there's a lot of love and fun. Finally meeting each other off screen. Thank you so much, Charlotte.
And she liked your place, Germany?
Well, she seems to be having a good time.
Cool.
Happy birthday, Dylan.
Thank you.
That's the
Cora.
best present to have your family come over and see you.
It is. I need no other present. It is the best. Okay, Cora.
Okay, Cora, you arrived at the party really hungry and saw the cake sitting there. No one was in the room, so you quickly snuck a little bit before everyone came back. But somebody caught you.
Oh. Sneaky first piece of cake. Excellent. All right, 1 minute. When people aren't sketching and have a free minute on the YouTube channel, I'd love to know where you're joining from. Claire was maybe going to jump in as well, but they're downstairs putting the kids to bed at the moment, I think. And remember the 90s, 20s mugshots live streams that we did?
Oh, did you get the book?
I did get the book, and there are so many more portraits in there. So
We
thanks
can do
again.
another one.
Yeah, I think so. We'll have to.
was that a birthday present?
It was.
Oh, wonderful.
Because after the live streams, I realized there was a book, and then they took down the website, which was like amazing timing. Thank you, Cora. And then I found out there was a book. I was like, "Oh, Claire, can you get this book?" And she just brought it over and gave it to me. Sam, you have a nice birthday hat. Cool.
Nice.
So you just got caught with a cake and you're terribly sorry and really look hard.
I have a spin on this one. I am going to try and hide because I'm embarrassed. So now
Awesome. By the way, anyone who's drawing along and feels like you'd more than a minute's time to draw this, I'm grabbing screenshots as I always do. So you can get in touch with me later if you'd like screenshots to spend longer on any of these.
I think she has a better
Incredible.
beard than you, Dylan.
What was that?
I think she has a better beard than you.
She does. I'm a little envious of Zan's beard.
Yeah, it's
I'll send it to you.
Thank you. It's so dense.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wish my beard was a solid block of black like that. It's amazing.
Acrylic paint. My secret.
So cool.
You are well loved, my friend.
Thanks for all the love, everyone. I love you too.
Yay.
Cool. Oh, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your luscious beard with us.
Oh, is that it? I'm done. Okay.
Yep. I got a screenshot. Be able to draw that again if we feel like it. So cool. Okay. Ulrika.
Okay, so you got caught with the cake. You tried to duck out by disguising yourself as the birthday boy. But somebody stepped on your paper beard and it fell off as you were running away. Yeah. Leave it at that.
Amazing. All right, 1 minute. These kind of passionate, emotional poses are really good for short time frames. And yeah, we get to what else do people other than me, if you're able to talk and draw at the same time, feel free. If not, that's fine too. But what do people get out of these sessions? I get a lot out of it. But what do you enjoy other than sketching practice?
I love that even when I'm tired from work, I always go to bed satisfied and very happy.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
I was so sad on Tuesday, and then I joined, and everything was great again.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I
my
love
husband.
that I get. Sorry.
Thanks, Ulrika.
My husband often says, you have to do it, even if you're tired, because you're laughing so much and you're having so much fun. And it's fun to hear from the living room that you have fun in the kitchen.
Cool. Okay. Andrea, I'm going to do this thing now where I can add a spotlight and I'll have you both on the screen at the same time while you're giving the prompt and receiving. That will be fun.
So, Andrea, you want to light the candle, but it's without battery. Okay, dann nimmst du das.
All right. And then I'll try and remember to do this. Here we go. 1 minute. This is the last 1 minute pose. Cool. The hand is a nice touch. Since we've got so much time, it's good.
I just love that I come on here and it's just sort of the kind of creativity that you have as a kid. You sort of, it's short. You don't think too hard about what you've drawn. It's and it's so nice, the camaraderie and the drawing.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, you can't think too much about it.
No.
Yeah, and what you said, Lisa, I've often had times where I'm feeling like a bit angeschlagen, like I'm getting a cold, and it's a bit like, or the kids have woken me up super early, and it's just like been a long day. But it's like it always like for that time of sitting together sketching, it's like everything else just kind of fades away and just get energized by the sketching and hanging out. It's cool. Cool. Thank you, Andrea. All right, 2 minutes now with Stina.
So
Nice
you
having you.
finally got to light the candle, and when you lighted it, it burned your hair.
Oh no.
So you have to put out the flames from your hair somewhat.
All right, 2 minutes.
I also love the fact that, I know I don't join as many as I want to, but the fact that you can join from anywhere in the world is just amazing. And to have that community everywhere in the world is just so cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I think Patricia wins the award for having joined from the most different places.
And Klaus.
Yeah, and Klaus even joined us from hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And yeah. Yeah, it's so wonderful. I was actually hosting real world sessions before lockdown. And so the Tuesday before the first ever one of these, we actually met in the flesh. And then I was like, all right, let's go to Zoom. Just from 1 week to the next, we were online. And it's been like that's so cool to. It was great hanging out with people in Göttingen, but it's also great hanging out with people all over the world.
Eliza is struggling so much right now.
Hang in there.
Yeah, for me, it's always like there's so much going on just in your pose right now, Stina. And it's like this exercise in quickly simplifying things and trying to like visually understand and represent it in a way that maybe someone else can understand it as well, maybe not. That's been
Would
such
it
a
help
wonderful.
if I move further away?
That's all right. You've
It's
only got
pretty
9
rough
seconds,
right
so we'll just imagine everything else.
Okay.
And as I often mention, like working with restrictions in our work can push new development and new kind of insights in our process and stuff. Awesome. Thank you so much. Nice you were able to join. I got your message that things were a bit up in the air.
Yeah, it was a bit of a hectic night
Yeah.
all of a sudden.
Okay. Jennifer.
Hello.
So your hair is no longer on fire, but you remember that you're gonna have pictures taken for your workplace tomorrow. And half of your hair is gone.
Okay, it's already gone.
Cool. Awesome.
Claire's here.
Oh, Claire's here.
She's watching ads.
Claire is watching ads for my birthday. So yeah, for those who didn't hear the news, I'm now a YouTube partner because you've all been coming and watching my live streams, which is awesome. So now people have been watching for so long. You now have the honor of watching ads before you watch. And I would like to invite you to take that moment when the ads come up, just to shut your eyes, turn the sound off, breathe, and then commence to draw.
So how's your birthday been? Dylan?
Oh, it's been so good having Claire here, Claire and Nina.
Lovely.
Yeah, so nice. Like we see each other a lot online, FaceTime and live streams and stuff. But to
Excellent.
actually be able to hug and touch each other is
Nice. Yeah.
and with the
Is Ricardo speaking?
Yes.
Yeah. I just joined quickly. I just joined shortly for my break.
So nice. Thank you for joining shortly.
Do you have your fat suit on?
I do. Yeah. I do.
Do you have 2 minutes to be drawn in your fat suit?
I totally have. I have like 15 minutes still, but yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So Ricardo is wearing a fat suit and we're going to draw him. But yeah, it's so nice hanging out. And I just mentioned earlier that it's the first time she's actually met Arvid and Holly in the flesh. So and she said the moment that Holly saw her and jumped into her arms and just stared at her, like it was such a special moment. So that's really nice. Cool. Thank you, Jennifer.
That's wonderful.
All right, let's.
I get to see my brother about twice a year.
Lovely perspective, Ricardo. This is
Oh yeah, there you go.
Here we go. Oh no! Oh yes! Oh no! Yes!
Okay.
Those tons.
It's a fun perspective.
2 minutes. 2 minutes, Ricardo.
2 minutes dancing.
Like this? Just like this? Or...
Yeah, that's good.
Two
It's a
minutes.
fun perspective.
Yes. Stay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Just like that. Beautiful.
You keep the hands or omit the hands. It's an extra.
It's wonderful. So good. Oh, here we go. Here's someone to kick out. Remove. So they're coming.
Wow, that was exciting.
Yeah.
Who was that?
That was a troll.
Ah, okay.
There are these like accounts that get on and they show unpleasant things and they say unpleasant things and you kick them out because you can do that.
We can remove another one, I think. We'll
Yeah?
see. We'll see how.
Sounds like one.
Yeah, not familiar with that.
Barbara, I see your long-head ass bitches.
There we go.
Did I get it?
You got that one?
That was another one. Yeah.
I think so.
That's people's lives. This is what they choose to do. It's crazy.
Yeah, I wonder if it's actual, like, who does it? Is it automated or is it someone?
Yeah,
It
what's
sounds
the
like
hope
it's right
there?
in the middle of something, right? Like a recording that they're just playing it or something?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna not admit these suspicious names in this
Yeah.
state.
No.
Yeah, we just
Sarah.
leave them hanging
Like
for a bit.
Claire.
But here comes my sister.
Yay.
I can't see her.
There she is.
Are you there, Claire? Yeah. There's Claire joining us live from downstairs. Hello. And Icon.
Oh, there she is. Okay. Oh. Hello, Icon.
Hi, Nina.
Icon's here, so we can hug him.
How is it being in Germany, Claire and Nina?
It's much colder. I mean, yes, it's the best. In Adelaide, we wear beanies for fashion, and here you wear beanies because it's really cold.
You need to keep your brain warm.
Yeah. But then Icon likes to shower cold, no? So
Fucking fat ass, get off my screen now.
There we go. Who's that? If there are too many of these suspicious people with
Hi, Shannon.
with two names, then maybe that's a warning. They got a surname, and they're not real.
Oh, it's a wonderful pose.
It is so good.
Is it? Okay.
Thank you.
Hi.
I got bitches.
Nigga.
Yeah, thank you, Ricardo.
Okay.
Thank you, Ricardo.
let's head over to Claire. Ricardo, do you have a prompt for Claire, Icon, and Nina?
Yeah, but you actually, it's so cold that Icon tells you to take a cold shower so that you feel warmer, but it doesn't really work for you two.
Want a break from the ads? If you tap now to watch a short.
Thank you for being so fast, Shannon.
Oh my god.
Okay, so cold shower. It's really cold.
It's really cold for you guys. Only Icon is enjoying the cold shower.
Okay.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Icon loves the warmth. And
Is this
what happened, huh?
Whoops.
What's going on?
Someone's sharing a screen.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, this is gonna be terrible.
I think it's
You're so mature.
Yay! Yay!
Dylan, I don't know how to stop it.
But I don't find him in the list.
Sharing. Oh, there we go.
No. It's gone.
All right, Shannon is screen sharing.
I didn't mean to. I was just trying to get him to stop.
Oh, it's another one.
Okay, thank you, Shannon. We could stop letting people in. And,
I am.
and you're here now for the. If you're here, you're here. It's so great to have you here.
Good idea.
How do I get it to stop?
But I don't find him in the list, Sam McCrossman. I don't know. Oh, here he is.
The name is Sam McCrossan.
Thank you.
How
Dana.
dare you! How dare you!
All right, let's get you out of here, Sam.
You fucking ghost bitch!
Well, this is the most of this we've ever had.
It's a special day.
It's a birthday.
It's a birthday! And what's a birthday without party crashers? All right.
So wish you a happy birthday. I'm gonna go.
Thank you so much for joining us, Ricardo. It was
Bye,
lovely.
Ricardo.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye everybody.
Bye. Okay, Claire, it's really cold.
Being really cold, it looks very similar to bots being here.
Thanks.
Hi, Kira. So Kira can be the warm one, Claire and Nina are cold. All right. So this would be 2 minutes, we'll make it 4.
Is there an error message in the middle for anybody else?
No.
No.
Oh, look at them, aren't they all lovely?
Aren't they lovely?
And we're heading to Bavaria, towards colder places. We thought it was going to be really warm. It's like, hey, it's April, and it's a bit cool, but it's going to be awesome.
When are you going?
Saturday. Close to Füssen and Neuschwanstein. And we're staying in a Blockhütte at a campsite on a lake, so we'll be able to go swimming every day.
And we'll look like
excited
this.
about that, aren't you guys? Yeah.
I actually said to Claire like a month ago, I was like, hey, start taking cold showers. By the time you come to visit, we'll be able to go swimming every day.
Yay! I grew up going to England with my mother, who was English, and she was always like encouraging us to swim in the North Sea and stuff. And it was cold.
Oh, it's good cold.
Mhm.
I went for a swim today. It was nice and cold. There were some geese that I think were kind of not happy about me being in the water. They went flying away, but
They were just saying happy birthday.
maybe I totally misinterpreted it. It was a welcoming. It sounded so disgruntled, but maybe that's some kind of inaccurate prejudgment I have about the communication of geese.
They're just misunderstood.
Yeah.
Is it about halftime now with the drawing?
Yep. It's about halftime. A little less than halftime left. So these will be our last 2-minute portraits, two 2-minute portraits, a double team. And then we'll be moving on to 4.
Oh.
I can.
Triple team.
Yeah.
I like your haircut, I can. Your hair is cool. I like how it's short. I had to cut my son's hair today.
Oh, you got a streamlined haircut for the warm, snowy weather we've been having.
Haha.
We won't let that person in.
No.
Sounds weird.
It's adventurous, doing this open invitation kind of thing. So happy that so many of you real people joined.
Claire and Nina, I've been enjoying your travels on Instagram.
Ah. Yes, it's been fun. It's only just begun. Yay.
The moment it's cold at every part in Germany, I was looking for some warm and sunny, and the next days it's always a mess. Always, everywhere a mess.
A
Warm
cold,
today in Berlin.
cold mess.
It was warm in Berlin today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much, Claire and Nina and Icon. Awesome.
Woo!
Less exciting than the bots, but
Oh, no, but it was pleasantly relaxed after that.
less slightly less pornographic.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
just try
I
to
hope.
just try to block it out. The same like the YouTube ads before the videos. Just block them out. Filter them out. All right, Lisa. Oops, I wanted to do the ad spotlight. So here we go. Claire and Nina, you can give Lisa a prompt. And this will be our first 4-minute pose. Hi, Judith.
So where were we? We were in a cold shower.
At my party.
Pardon?
At my party, yeah. In the cold shower.
Cold shower at the party. And all of a sudden you realize that you're being visited in the bathroom by your young nephew. That's what happens here.
Right. Perfect. Barbara, do you remember the clever way to make it so that people are muted when they enter? Was it Barbara or Jane that figured that out?
Jane figured that out.
Okay. Because we do know an actual mic.
Okay.
But maybe I said we won't let people in, so maybe we'll leave it at that.
Like at least 20 times.
That it was just enough chaos for this evening.
Yeah, it gives me like a adrenaline rush.
It does. It's like, how do I stop this? How do I make it end? What is going on?
I liked the originality of the comment that was being written on the screen.
Yeah.
I love car.
Oh,
Showers.
Cars.
Cold showers.
Yeah, I love cold showers.
That's what they were trying to write.
Yeah, it's really good.
I cut them off before they had that
Just
positive
trying to
message.
join in. Yeah.
Yeah. Just what's a party without gate crashes?
Mhm.
Successful.
My
Successful.
very young
Go to different parties than me.
my very young nephew once asked my wife if he could come and be with her in the bathroom while she went to the bathroom, and she said no, I really would rather you didn't. And he said, we wouldn't have to talk, I could just watch.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what that kid's gonna grow up into, but actually he's 18, no 19. He's a very lovely young man now. As far as I know, does not watch his friends in the bathroom.
Make sure you tell that story to his first girlfriend.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely,
And
definitely.
at every family gathering for the rest of
Exactly. You got it.
I think the scenario here was like, but this is my house. This is what I always do.
Yeah.
But it's great how innocent and shameless. Oh, Judith Weissman, we know who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful how honest they are. Like we walked past friends today, went for a walk to the forest, and Holly really wanted to go knock on the door of her friend, and it's like, hey, how you going? They're like, oh yeah, good. We're just having some pizza. And then Holly and I were like, can we have pizza? They got some pizza, and
I didn't get any pizza, which was a bit.
Claire wanted some, but didn't ask.
I didn't ask,
Yeah.
but I did take some of Holly's.
There you go.
Claire's been
No
socialized.
politeness except to the nibblings, the niece and nephew.
Because Holly actually only likes pizza base, like margarita. So it's like, oh, what's all this stuff on it?
Rubbish on the top. Yeah, she's taking it off. That's what she was doing from the top. Yeah. Yeah.
But we found toads in the forest.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was cool.
That was very cool.
Toads in the forest, trolls on Zoom.
Yeah.
Exciting fairy tale day.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lisa. That's a wonderful pose.
You dropped my second.
Yeah.
You did very well.
I just got post from you, Lisa. Thank you so much.
Oh, yay!
So exciting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Connie.
Oh, Cat.
Connie, you're very annoyed by your nephew who's visiting in the bath.
Right. Thank you.
Now I have so many people staring at the drawings I drew so far. With that expression in.
Portraits, staring at portraits.
We should get everybody to put their Instagram names in their Zoom so that I can
Yeah, that would be awesome.
see.
Yeah, when you have a moment, if you could put your Instagram account name in the chat, then we can tag each other and follow each other, see each other's work. And if you're posting anywhere online, you can use the hashtag drawing with Dylan, and we can all find your work.
Can I pipe in why I come? This is Judy.
Can you type in what?
Why I come to the meeting. I know it's an old question, but I'm actually just floating in and out.
Certainly.
I just feel like this is exactly what we need in the world. And it's just, I've only come a couple of times, and today I just popped in because it was your birthday, but I just feel like so wholesome, and everyone's welcoming. And it's just, I think if we had more of this kind of just gathering of people, right?
Yeah.
In the world, everything would be better.
Thank you so much. That's what I think too. So I'm glad you feel that way. Thank you for sharing.
And it just feels like everybody welcomes everybody and everyone feels belonging, so that's, it's beautiful. Thanks everyone. Thanks Dylan. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you to all of you, whether here or on Zoom. It's wonderful being and creating together.
I am like absolutely getting better at this too, because I, have only kind of started drawing and doing visual art pretty recently. And I almost never draw people because I was always thinking they're so hard.
Yeah.
And I just like right now, I just noticed like, oh, I know how to draw the mouth looking a little bit sideways. Like I am seeing myself like learn these little things and figure out these little tricks to make things look more realistic. And it's just because I've joined a couple of these and it's like, okay, we're going to do boot camp.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's good for you, but it's also fun because everyone here is so nice and friendly.
Cool. Yeah, it's I've had people join. When I did the live sessions, people were like, "Oh, I haven't drawn for 40 years, but I was curious, so I thought I'd come along." They're like breaking a sweat during the 30-second poses, and and it's intense. But yeah, I think having the opportunity to see so many people, so many angles, and
Hands.
so many hands,
Hands and glasses.
Yeah.
Why do people have so many hands and glasses?
Just to make it hard for you specifically.
Exactly. They're out to get me with all these hands.
Yeah.
It's also a great way to experiment like new styles or try things out without like thinking that the paper is so precious.
Yeah. Yeah, a big part of my practice over the years has just been kind of letting go of expectations. and I think exactly that thing. It's like, oh, maybe I'll use this today. And I haven't used this for years. Maybe I'll try this. And it doesn't have to be awesome, but the more you kind of relax into it, the more potential there is for, those kind of happy accidents or that learning. It's really cool. Thank you so much, Connie. All right. Anya, have we drawn you yet? Drawn all of you so many times today.
Anya, we have two normally.
Two?
Normally we have two.
Normally two Anyas.
Anya, do you mean?
I mean you.
Me? Yeah, we can.
Okay. Yeah, we haven't drawn you yet today. It's just like deja vu to Tuesday. Okay.
So you leave the bathroom and you go back to the party and the nephew is nowhere around. So you don't know whether or not you dreamed that he was in the bathroom.
How long? 4 minutes?
4 minutes, yeah.
Was it real?
Great face.
Good one.
No one will believe it was a good party with this portrait.
We don't care.
We know it was a good one.
Well, I like to acknowledge all elements of human experience and try to learn and grow, and that's all right.
Every party needs a ghost.
Invisible strangers.
I just asked on the YouTube chat if anyone remembers a favorite session, and Shannon just said the banana session, which was so cool. Thanks for joining, Andrea. Bye-bye. So we once had a session where just impromptu, we didn't have themes in the beginning. Dana sent me this list of emotions, which we used for a while, and I would be like, you're feeling like this, you're feeling like this. But then adding each person passing on a prompt became much more dynamic, and it was also a great way to learn more about everyone. Even if it was an imaginary prompt, it was just cool to get people involved rather than me just saying what to do. And then one time it was like, oh, here's a banana. And then somehow it turned out that everyone who was joining us, like everyone had at least one banana, I think. And then every pose involved a banana. That was, Dana has banana now. Yeah, that
I'm
was so
glad
much
the trolls weren't around then, huh?
fun. Yeah, trolls love bananas.
Exactly.
They'll write messages on the screen. I love bananas.
Exactly.
We should get
They're
into
real
this.
people. Sorry.
I was gonna say we should have the banana screen caps
Oh, yeah.
from the banana session.
Yeah, I've got them somewhere. That would be, I think I should still have them. I have almost all of them archived. Just have to remember when it was.
Oh, but it's clearly labeled banana session.
Oh, I only recently got organized. Someone joined once and was like, the way you name your filing system, the naming of your screenshot files is really like, if you did it like this, you'd be able to find things. Oh, that's so clever. Just the way I was naming the folders just made it really difficult to find anything. So I started doing that like a year ago. Thank you for that. Daria, I think it was, who suggested that. And then I started like adding things like travel to the name of the folder and then be able to remember things and where they are. So it's all, things just keep getting, I don't know if it's better, but potentially more organized in my Dropbox.
Perhaps every file could be banana 1, banana 2.
I'd love to know, unless it's kind of boring question, what everyone's using for materials and like just strategies. If anyone's interested in sharing. I've tried water soluble markers so far. This is Judy. Sorry, I don't have a video. Water soluble markers and
Thanks,
what
Anna.
else have I used? And new pastel, which is wettable.
Cool. Dana.
I mean, I'm assuming that there's a phone call.
Yeah. And you're calling the police for looking for the boy, for the nephew, because he has gone.
So I'm worried.
Somewhere. Yeah.
All right. Oh, so good. 4 minutes.
Bless
you.
Thank you.
I am using an 8B pencil and a blending stump to smudge things.
Nice.
Yeah.
I use a different tool for each amount of minutes
Oh, cool.
so that I can look
which
back
ones
and
for
say,
what?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I mean, at the moment I did a rainbow pencil for the early ones, for the 30-second ones, and I did an oil pencil for the 1 minute, and calligraphy pen for the 2 minutes. And I've been using this Muji pen for the 4 minute, and now I'm back to the rainbow pencil for the 6 minute.
Cool.
I'm just using thoughts.
Using thoughts.
Yeah, I'm just using thoughts,
Power of the
imagination, and love. Love is the final ingredient.
I can't wait to see your results.
And a little bit of delirium.
Oh yes, yes, a little bit of jet lag. Just a sprinkling of that.
Cool.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, can't wait to see what you come up with. Yeah, it's been really interesting. I realize sometimes I've used my natural inks. Thank you, Sasha. And I realize they're not my favorite medium for doing really fast stuff. I love making ink and using natural ink, but the drying time is it's pretty slow. So, wow, there's amazing things happening with that light in the background. Whoa, and it's like it's coming out of your head.
Swirly.
And that's been interesting too, to be like, oh, okay, this is a medium, which maybe needs a bit longer. Yeah, and I just recently, thanks to Charlotte, I used oil pastels for the first time in, I don't know, forever. And it made me get them out because someone gave them to me as a gift, and maybe like, oh, maybe I could play around with these some more. And
How's
Devi,
that
who
going?
joined recently, did
They're
oil
interesting,
paintings.
aren't they?
That was amazing. What was that?
How are they? What do you think of them? I find them kind of interesting, but I don't fully know their potential, you know?
Yeah. I don't know either yet. I thought it was interesting because I realized I use them kind of like a pencil, and I think they could be so much more kind of. Oh, here comes Grease. We know Grease. Yeah, and like I did a couple sketches. I'm like, this just looks like I'm using a crayon or a pencil, and I think I could really like get more from them. So I feel like it's definitely a medium to explore some more. And it was great just seeing the way that you use them, Charlotte. And Claire has a very important question in the chat. Ask it.
All right. I'll lower my hand. I didn't want to interrupt, but I do have a very important question.
Right.
Did you hang out the washing?
Oh, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. It's in the dryer. It needs to be gotten out of the dryer.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Claire. That was an important question to ask.
It was.
Though irrelevant to the process of sketching.
But like, except how it's real, you know?
It is so real, and we're going to need that stuff, and we don't want it all crinkly. So thank you.
No, crinkles are the worst.
The good news is that we'll be prepared with muesli. We may not have clothes, but we will have muesli because Icon is currently chopping up dates for the home.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
And if that's not relevant for sketching, I don't know what is.
All right, cool. Thank you so much, Dana. Amazing pose. Let's bring the banana to the party. All right, we will have one more 4-minute pose.
You're peeling your phone.
I'm throwing in yellow.
I have to answer. I'm using an iPad.
An iPad, cool.
Oh,
happy birthday.
Thank you.
I forgot where I'm calling the police because I'm missing my invisible nephew. Is that it? So there's a knock at the door and the police arrive and you're startled by the knock.
I didn't get the last sentence. What do I do?
There's a knock at the door and you're startled. You're scared.
Oh, I'm scared.
Cool. 4 minutes. Last 4-minute pose. Oh, I can't believe I didn't get the stuff out of the dryer.
I heard you like ants.
I want to throw in some love for the Tombow marker because they you can just draw with it really quickly, but then you can wet it and then you can keep it dry and you can put it in when it's wet. It just makes you really loose after a while. Fun as heck.
I almost always use them for one section of they're so
Oh
great.
yeah?
Yeah.
I think it forces you to think like, where's the shadows and kind of work from there. Where's the, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you spell that? What's a Tombow marker? I've never heard of that.
Tombow.
T with a Tom, like T for Tom or B for Bob?
T for Tom.
Tom.
Okay. Tombow marker. Thank you.
Yeah, and they do have a gray set. That's like they have colors.
That's why I love their gray
like,
set.
they mix like watercolor, but their gray is pretty amazing too for just values. Though you can just take a black and stretch it out too. That's the thing.
Interesting.
I always use them as sort of the underpainting for
The grays, you
anything.
mean?
Yeah, I just put the grays down and get the value, and then I add a different kind of pen underneath on top, and it gives it a shadow feeling, even when they're such great markers.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah, I never use the pointy end of them. I always use the brush end.
Me too. And I wet them a
Same
lot.
here.
Yeah.
Everybody's got these.
I used to use them a lot when I was coloring for comic books back in the 90s. That was fun. And our fingers, we always smeared them, like put it down and smear it with your fingers to soften the edge. So our hands were always, all of our hands were all, multicolored, gray, purple, green, yellow.
For the Tombow, hey?
Yeah, lots of Tombos and Stabilo, however you pronounce those.
Yeah. The woody.
Real broad ones. We used to use those all the time.
This is really interesting because I have a couple, but I almost never use them because mostly I do watercolors, and I was always like, oh, well, these aren't waterproof, so why would I use these? So it's interesting. It's really cool to hear that a lot of people like using them because you can smudge them around. So
well, and you can
that's
wet
something to
them.
play
So
with.
like I actually use them as watercolors because here's the thing, you can put them on a palette.
Cool.
And use them as watercolor like that. You can draw with the marker, but you can also just scrape on anything plastic, not even a palette.
Wow.
And just and then put your wet brush to it. And ta-da.
That's
I
really
use
interesting.
the normal plate for it. It works just as well as plastic, by the way.
Yeah, I just use anything that's sitting on my not very tidy desk. Right now I'm using oils for Dylan. That's interesting for a portrait, Dylan.
Using oils.
Wow.
Oil
Cool.
pastels, like you said.
Oh.
You said you, and
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
never done it
yeah.
for a portrait, so it's really interesting.
Awesome.
Who's speaking, by the way, about the Tombos? I can't see.
It's Judy. Sorry, I can't use that video because I'm in a remote place. So my
No, that's fine.
That's 22. What a cool name.
Oh, thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Maya. Awesome. So usually we would take a short break, but it's a bit different because it's on YouTube as well. And maybe, I don't know, this could be a moment to put your account name in the chat if you have not already. But we won't take a proper break. But if you need to stretch and take care of yourself or whatever, eat, have a drink, then do that whenever you need to. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, you can put your Instagram account name in the chat, and you can post with the hashtag Drawing with Dylan. Thanks for joining, Lisa. See you later. And follow Carrots. You could also, if you're not in Zoom, but you're on YouTube, you could also put your YouTube, if you're on Instagram, you could put your Instagram username in the YouTube chat and we can follow you too. All right.
Hey Dylan, I just want to take chance to say happy birthday. Alles Gute
Thank
zum
you, Chris.
I'm out of time. Ich muss gleich wieder gehen. Habt viel Spaß, schöne Party. Bye bye.
Danke sehr. Bye-bye.
I also have to be going, but Dylan, it was really fun seeing you again and drawing. So thank you guys.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks so much
Cheers.
for joining.
Happy birthday.
Bye-bye. Okay.
Cheers. Happy
Shannon.
birthday.
Thank you. We're moving along to 6-minute poses now. And Maya, you can give Shannon a prompt.
Hi. You open the door for the policeman and you're not scared anymore, but surprised because they just joined the party.
Hey, policeman. Somebody go ding dong.
Ding dong.
This is a door.
It's a little door. Cool.
Either that or a surprising book.
I don't know how to greet the policeman. He can come in.
Little skeptical.
The
Pinky
raised
raise,
finger.
nice touch.
Excellent. Yes, yes. Very good. All right.
I feel like I've departed from the prompt. Sorry.
I've not used Tombow markers, but I I was using water soluble pencils for a long time, Inktense pencils, and I thought they were super cool. But a lot of my drawing, I feel, relies on the line work, and then once hit with water, it would just like blur and lose the strength of the line work. Until recently, seeing the way Ulrika does her incredible fast portraits and uses polychromos pencils, which are not water soluble, I then tried them, and they're really cool. So I love the idea of using a wet media, but having some like that underlying structure of the line work, which then does not get dissolved as soon as you add something to it. So it sounds like the Tombow markers do that too. So that's cool.
Yeah, and you can go back
Awesome,
in
Shannon.
with line, but I like the idea of using the line of the pencils. And I tried putting color on the oil, like just the water soluble on the oil, because it's a resist. So that's, I don't know. You have to really think about what's important in the portrait, right? To be able to,
yeah,
which is so good to think. Everyone's acting is so good. You just want to get that.
Yeah, that's something I was going to say earlier. That I love that element of these sessions as well. That like it's it brings acting and storytelling and sometimes language learning.
I was going to say one of my favorite sessions was the fairy tale one.
Oh yeah, so cool. So the one where Grease was riding a unicorn in the forest, or another one?
I'm not sure. I think it might have been a Friday one, which is one of the ones I was doing.
Okay, yeah, yeah, that's cool.
But Grease should ride a unicorn.
I think he's probably riding one now. He had to leave, and he's probably currently riding a unicorn.
Totally riding a unicorn right now.
Through the streets of Berlin.
I have no idea if this is relevant at all. I don't know why I'm thinking of it, but this morning I read a clip of this young man who's autistic, and he can't speak very much, but I feel so emotional even talking about it. But he writes books, and he learned how to, his mom, and he worked out a way to get him to type and write, and his thoughts are amazing. Like he'll just get mesmerized by a shadow, and his writing is beautiful and poetic, like all that's going on in him, he just can't speak it. And so what he sees of the world is just like, it's so inspiring, really. Like he just notices things like that we forget to notice, when you
yeah, that's awesome.
I have to go, but wonderful and happy birthday again.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. It's great having you here. See you soon.
See ya.
In case you don't know, thank you so much, Caroline and Philip. In case you don't know, but usually on Thursday, Shannon and I co-host Drawn Together, and it is so cool, where we have a guest and we do a long format portrait between an hour and 2 hours, and we get to hang out with cool, interesting people and talk about stuff, and that would usually be around this time.
We have a big day next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
In a week?
The week after, because next Thursday we're we're with Claire and Nina. So there's nothing planned for next Thursday, but the week after, we'll be chatting with Paul Heaston, which will be so cool.
That's exciting.
That would be super fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait.
That just totally blew my mind that this is Friday morning. I'm normally walking dogs right now, but I'm not. I'm in Germany at your house. I'm downstairs.
Good morning.
You are
Thank God
downstairs.
it's not Friday morning for me. What's the latest time zone in the world? Because I thought I was, but I'm not. I'm in Pacific time, but there's one that's even later. Like for me, it's Thursday at 12:43 in the afternoon.
Okay.
But there's one that's
So
later than like there's one that
would that
somewhere in
be
the world
Hawaii?
is like 9 o'clock in the morning right now on Thursday. I don't know if anyone knows the geography, but
I'm not sure, but would it be Hawaii, maybe? Somewhere
I'm in
out there?
Toronto and it's 3:45 in the afternoon.
Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank
Shell.
you, officer. Thank you, officer.
Thank you, Officer Book.
Shell.
Shannon, I hope that officer didn't just book you.
Yeah.
He threw the book at me.
Classic.
The police officer came in, and turns out he wasn't really a police officer. He was an exotic dancer hired for your birthday.
Yay. I love
Gave
hiring
you a
exotic
flower.
dancers.
And he brought you a peace lily because he's thoughtful and attentive.
Aw. Thank you, officer.
Exotic
Right.
piano player.
An exotic piano player. Cool.
Happy Piano Day, Shell. It was Piano Day yesterday, I heard, because it's the 88th day of the year. That's what I heard.
Really? And are there 88 keys on the piano? Why is that piano day?
Because there's 88 keys except on a Börsendorfer, and then there's a 92 or 90.
Oh,
So they
cool.
get
Well, piano day. Thank you for that piece of information. Happy piano day, everyone. What a wild instrument.
National Pencil Day.
National Pencil Day.
When's that?
Today.
Today's
wow.
Pencil Day? Happy
But for what
birthday.
nation? Happy birthday, Pencil Day. National Pencil Day. That sounds a bit exclusive, calling something a national day.
There's a little pencil emoji in the chat. It's gone. Oh, it was magical.
Today is also Take a Walk in a Park Day.
That's to be
That's
every
great.
day is Take a Walk in the Park Day.
Yeah. Happy taking a walk in the park day. Apparently it's also Eric Clapton's birthday. Thank you for the information, Johannes and Stina.
It's also Take a Swim in a Cold Lake Day.
Oh, it sure is.
What the
I wish
heck?
every day was take a swim in a cold lake day.
It's also Fight Over a Puzzle Day.
Fight over puzzle day.
Fight or fart? Can we fart over
Fight.
puzzle?
Oh, fight.
Probably both.
Maybe both. Maybe both.
I threw up on a board game one time.
Oh, good. Because you were losing?
No, I was just a little baby.
Okay.
I threw up in the snow once.
Oh.
And I was so impressed because it just shot. I'd never seen snow before, and it just shot straight through it.
Wow. That makes me sick too.
Now
so
that
good.
is a keeper's story.
Yeah, thank you for sharing, Claire. I never would have known.
The image is very powerful.
I leant out of the car. It was also probably one of my first times drinking.
Oh.
Ah, I see the connection.
It wasn't
I guess
no.
we don't appreciate the absorption of the snow.
It just really melts under vomit.
Amazing.
And
You must be
imagine
so
the spring surprise when it melts.
And it just lies there frozen in wait.
Don't eat yellow snow. Don't eat like ochre snow.
Yellow ochre snow.
Yellow ochre snow.
What's everyone's strategies for drawing hands?
Ignore them.
That is a strategy.
Tak, fordi du selv glemte sådan noget fødselsdag. Det sagde jeg ikke i chatten. Nej, det skrev jeg til ham på Instagram.
I'll usually draw the outlines and try and look at negative shapes. And not get into the details. Just get an outline, try and capture it like a big main shape. And with such a short sketch, that's often like all it really needs.
I like to just
Like-
copy Dylan.
Like a mitten or I'll have to go back and look at some of your stuff. Like a mitten or just like
But it depends
kind of
what's going
focusing
on.
on the thumb.
So the top two fingers of Shell's non-flower hand, like I have no line between them. I've just drawn them as they've got like their own shape at the fingertip, and then they're just kind of together. And then
Right. Okay.
then between those and the next one, there is a bit of like a wedge, and then there's a bigger wedge, and then there's like, and that's it. And then it goes over, there's a thumb as well, but there's no more detail than that. So I'll often
That's
just
quite a bit. Still impressive.
yeah, and the more you do it, you can develop your shorthand for drawing hands.
Good one, Dylan.
Oh, thanks.
Is that a Patreon?
No pun intended. Right.
What was that, Shannon?
Don't you got a Patreon video about it?
I sure do. I have a Patreon
That's a
video
good
about
one.
simplifying and drawing hands.
Yeah. That is a good Patreon video.
Thanks for the advertising, Shannon.
I did that on purpose so that
Oh.
you could follow your stuff.
All right, I actually have a Patreon, and if you would like to learn from me with guided instructional, tutorial videos, I have a Patreon. You can check it out.
Do you like drinking coffee, Dylan?
I do. I also have a buy me a coffee. I do like drinking coffee, and Claire's also been drinking my coffee, and Nina.
I've been drinking heaps of your coffee.
So you can also buy Claire and Nina a coffee by following the buy me a coffee link in the description below on YouTube. Thanks, Claire.
But don't buy a super sticker.
No, so yeah, that's an interesting thing. So I mentioned I became a YouTube partner, and there's this thing called Super Chat and Super Stickers. And Claire bought me a coffee via YouTube, and Google keeps 30% of it. I was like, oh my goodness, I'd rather a coffee. Yeah, I don't want to, no. So I switched that off. Don't buy me a super sticker on YouTube. I deactivated that. Thought that was a bit cheeky. That's a lot, 30%.
Really? Because
Yeah.
I thought that would be a great birthday present, but
Yeah,
keep-
but
that is crazy.
they do. They keep so much. But I do have buy me a coffee. So you can there's a link in the description below if you'd like to buy me a coffee.
Super
And you
stickers.
can keep-
More like super
I think-
suckers, am I right?
Yeah, I think Google has enough money. They don't need 30% of my coffee. That's like then I won't have enough coffee.
It would be better to buy you shares in Google than a super sticker.
All right. Thank you so much, Shell. That was awesome. Patricia, looking very wonderful.
Oh, oh, nice bow.
Yeah, very nice.
So the exotic dancer starts to perform his routine, but just as he's beginning to take his shirt off, he gets a phone call, and it is his mother telling him that she's disappointed in his life choices, and he rushes out the door, leaving you incredibly confused as to what has just happened.
Oh.
That was deep, Shell.
Oh.
No cake for the dancer. Sorry.
That's the most unhappiest birthday look I've ever seen.
No. Really looking forward to that dance.
Yeah.
It's not, eh?
Sounds like an influential mother. Has mum woken up yet? Is mum? Oh.
Have you guys talked about AI yet?
Is anyone here a bot?
I am.
I'm questioning, I'm kind of exploring the potentiality of bothood myself.
In a couple episodes of Drawn Together, we have spoken with guests about AI.
Such a topic, hey?
It sure is a topic.
Apparently some people have fallen in love with a bot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So sad, right? Like,
Oh,
I mean,
a whole lot of interesting stuff. It's
so much.
It's so big. When was it? Like maybe.
And don't worry, our Congress is going to settle everything.
Oh, good.
I feel better. Yeah.
The world is safe.
Good to know.
Congress is actually comprised of bots.
The Congress is comprised of bots.
Unless the world
Maybe
is safe,
we replace them with bots.
Life-saving bots.
unless you're a child.
Unless you're a child. What do
Yes,
you mean?
then you're not safe.
Ah.
I mean, we're all not safe because of all the, I mean, there's just so much potential. But I did see a guy whose art is amazing, and he always tells people that he's playing around with it.
Mm-hmm.
So he draws on top of computer generated, like he's learning together with the AI.
Yeah.
And so they, he feeds it, I'm not sure what ideas, and then he draws with it, and then they kind of learn to, I'm not totally sure what I think of it. Not that it's my business.
Just for the I have seen so many incredible AI images. Like they're just really cool. And I remember when it first started, especially the portrait app, because there was AI art has been happening for a while. But there was this wave of selfie portraits sometime last year. And I remember when that happened. And the first one I saw was from someone that I had drawn before, and he then posted a bunch of these AI portraits. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And some of them look really cool. And my first kind of thought was I'm glad I just really like drawing. Because that, the whole process, being present, learning to look and represent things, it's such just that creative process is its own driving force and reward, I think. And it's definitely, there are things, the whole AI and technological kind of development of so many sectors is changing so much in the world, and art is just one aspect of that. And there was someone, it was actually Adam Paquette many years ago. I remember him saying that there's this idea that there's going to be two parallel kind of evolutions or branches in the family tree of humanity, and there'll be the technological humans and the natural humans, because there's so many things which are involved in being developed, and yeah, so there are so many big questions. There's so much big stuff going on, but I often feel like with so many issues, whatever's going on in the world, it's often really good to be present with what is right here, and having all of you to draw with and chat with is really cool. And when I'm hanging out with my kids, whatever's going on, it's just the reminder to be present with what is and what we're doing right now, and enjoy the moment. I think that's super important. I see how AI is impacting work for a lot of people who work in visual art, illustration, design and stuff. But that also others, there's so many facets, so many ways to kind of get into it and address it, and it's interesting. It's a thing that's happening.
I agree. It calls us to, for me anyway, it's a call to really treasure just being present like this. I agree. And I don't know, not virtual like virtual with Zoom is great. I think it's been a great gift.
Yeah.
But I mean virtual as in like what AI brings or what it borrows from too, because there's, it takes a lot of people's work and integrates it, right?
Yeah.
And I find that a bit scary. And
yeah, that it's just like there's for a long time there's been this idea of the singularity, which is this giant artificial intelligence which just comprises every piece of information that's ever been online, and it's just kind of all being vacuumed and absorbed into this giant thing. It's very sci-fi. We're living through very sci-fi times. Thank you so much, Patricia. That was amazing. Wonderful.
Yeah, that's a great
cake. I hope you enjoyed that muffin.
Oh, I will.
And thank you for wearing that wonderful bow. So cool.
This is me.
It was a super challenge to draw it though, because it had to be.
All right, Liz.
Ready.
Okay, you were so upset when whatever he was, the naked policeman ran out the door. You ran out after him. Come back.
Hi, Mom. Mom has just joined the YouTube chat to watch Liz running after the naked policeman. All right, cool. 6 minutes.
Well, that's a great pose.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome posers.
Yeah.
And creators. Great storytellers. Holy cow.
Yeah, that is often so much fun, just hearing like these wonderful stories which create themselves throughout the course of one of these sessions. It's really cool.
Okay, I'm leaving, guys. I wish you a great night.
Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, who was the person that
Leave
asked about the
Zoom.
singing?
Have a great party, Dylan.
Thank you. What was that? Who asked about singing?
Someone at the beginning said, have we sung yet? And
Oh, there was
at
not
the
singing.
time it was no, but we must.
You could try. I'm not sure how in sync it would be if everyone tries singing, but
Oh, that's why it's fun.
it'll be an interesting experiment.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh, no.
Block your ears. Mute your computer.
Is anyone curious?
I'm super curious. I would like to know. It's my birthday request that you all sing happy birthday.
There goes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
That was amazing.
Did it
Thank you so
work?
much.
Did you hear everybody at once? I couldn't hear everybody. It was like all laggy. It was fighting with each other.
It sounded a little bit out of sync, but sometimes in the real world it sounds like that too. So it was wonderful.
I actually got chills because I just realized like we brought time together, I mean, it's already happening, but like in one part of the world, it's one time. You're tomorrow. I'm yesterday. And yet we sang together. Isn't that amazing?
That is very cool. That if you're familiar with the idea of the dawn chorus, that there's this constant wave of bird song traveling around the world.
Oh my God. That's beautiful.
Yeah. But that is like all over the world, different places at the same time. Happy birthday being sung to me. That is amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
Thank you,
And you're
everyone.
worth it.
Did we sound like birds?
It was, yes.
Beautiful bird song.
Beautiful songbirds.
It's a lot
You're
for the
very
birds to live up
kind.
to.
A bunch of crows.
The birds have a lot to live up to this cycle, but
Yeah.
they'll manage.
The crows in the pine tree, they flew out together and then they flew back together with stuff in their beaks, and then they flew out together and then they came back together again.
Are they having?
'cause making a nest.
Yeah,
together.
cool. Having a competition of who can collect.
Yay. Friendly competition.
Yeah,
Who can be more supportive to the other? What a great competition.
that is a great competition.
They're gonna have a mansion in the pine tree.
So good. You go Crows. Go Crows. Nina's the Crows is an Adelaide the Australian rules football team that Nina is a big fan of. So Go Crows is Kira and I once watched German magpies, which are different to Australian magpies, Elster, building a nest at the top of a very unprotected, wind-blown tree. And like, so interesting that they chose to build their nest there, and they were at it for a while, and then it got windy and they just abandoned the project. It wasn't very protected. But it's a wonderful process to observe. Nest building.
I can't really see the nest itself. I can just see them coming and going.
See their busyness.
Yeah, right outside my window.
I just found a live cam of hummingbird nests. That's amazing on
Cool.
YouTube.
Claire and I,
Yeah,
we watched a live stream of a bird of prey one time, didn't we? Their nest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Live stream nest building.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it was so cool. Some bird of prey, some awesome eagle.
On the roof somewhere. That one?
There was a roof, then there was the cliff overlooking the valley.
Oh yes.
It's cool.
Yeah, last year I watched some eagles bring up their chick. It was pretty amazing, and watching this chick get enormous, and the size of an eagle's nest is extraordinary.
Mm-hmm.
But just, they're parenting. They're pretty caring parents.
Cool.
So good.
Better than pigeons.
Are pigeons not good parents?
Yeah, they're fools. They're foolish. It's amazing that any exist. They'll go, you know what I reckon's a really good place for a nest? This tiny little ledge. That's great. So just so many pigeons, and it's so strange.
I'll just take my chances.
So yeah, they're such bright birds.
They're really smart.
Like they're super smart, but really just don't give a rat's ass about whether or not their babies make it.
They're just rebel parents, maybe.
But
Just
maybe
they'll figure it out.
But if you can survive your first days on this tiny little ledge, you'll be prepared for the
It'll be
city
fun.
life. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Liz. Awesome.
Oh, I forgot to take a screenshot. Good thing you are.
Yeah, I think I got it. I think I've got everyone's. Good evening, K.A. Rudy. Good evening, everyone who's watching on YouTube. So nice having you watching, especially Mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Sasha.
Thanks for birthing Dylan.
Okay, Liz, you have a prompt for Sasha? Yeah, thank you for birthing me, Mom.
And happy birthday to Mom.
Yeah.
Well, come along then.
Okay,
Is
so
Daddy going to get drawn too?
Come here. You get buy one, get one free.
Cool. Hi, Adiel.
What are you going to tell Dylan?
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Guten.
Zum?
Guten.
No, zum.
Zum Geburtstag.
Danke sehr. Danke, Adiel and Sasha.
Right, we have to wait for the prompt from Liz.
Okay, Liz.
you're both posing.
Yeah,
Yeah, we might as well.
cool.
Okay. So you're running away and you look at each other in surprise as the police dog catches up behind you.
The police dog is catching us. Should we turn back and look at the dog? Don't know.
All
You're
right.
gonna get
Oh yeah,
too
that's cool.
profile.
Cool.
Great.
All right.
Uh-oh.
6 minutes. Good luck, Adiel. Thank you for posing.
6
Nice to see
minutes,
you
know?
again.
Yeah. This is past his bedtime, but he
Ooh.
can make it. It's
Do you have
nearly
holidays
the
at the moment?
holidays.
Yeah, holidays.
Last day
Cool.
at school tomorrow.
Thanks, Ronnie.
Very excited. Okay, we have to be proper models.
It's nice to see you both.
Okay. Yes, nice to see everyone as well. Being part-timers, too lazy in the evenings.
Thanks, Judy. Thanks for joining us.
How old is Dylan? Do you know?
40.
40.
Sure am.
Wow, it's a big birthday. Have you had a nice day, Dylan?
Yeah, it's been really nice. Claire and Nina are over, which is awesome. And
Yeah, I saw the posts and the reels of them traveling.
yeah, so good.
Very entertaining.
And it was amazing this morning. Thank you so much to the weather app that told us it's going to be sunny in the morning and then it's going to rain. So like, okay, let's get out in the morning. And we went to the lake and I got to go for an icy cold swim. And then the sun was shining. It was just like, wow, it was so nice. And we sat on the pier at the lake and had a picnic lunch. And then we went home. And as soon as we got home, it rained so much. It was wild.
Ooh.
So much water in such a short space of time. And then the sun came out again. So we went out again and it was perfect.
Yeah, it was really April-y today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What's the Spruch? April macht
was er will.
Yeah. It was an amazing day. Like really dramatic.
Okay, almost.
Right,
We've had
Adiel.
the same weather here. Just a bit longer. We've had the
Okay,
same
I
weather
want
here.
to draw you now,
Really
Adiel. Can you hold still for a moment?
Yeah, you can do it.
Cool. Thank you so much. Are you still into Pokemon?
You still like Pokemon, Addy?
Not really.
Not
No,
really?
he's moved on. Do you want to tell
Ah.
them what you like now?
Dragon Ball.
Oh, cool. I used to like.
Dragon Ball Z.
Are you reading the mangas? You're watching the cartoons?
Yeah, we're watching wherever we want them to.
Cool.
We're doing everything.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a Dragon Ball party in May.
Oh, wow. Cool. What character you're going to be? Do you already know?
Probably Goku.
Yeah, Goku's awesome.
It's all about Goku. Yeah. How about your boys? Are they into Pokemon still?
Yeah, they're still into Pokemon and reading a lot of Pokemon mangas, which is cool because Icon really was not into practicing reading. I was like, oh, there's got to be something he'll enjoy reading. And he was so into Pokemon. I was like, so I got the first few mangas and he just devoured them. So now he's read like 20 of them and rereads them, and it's really cool.
Well, we can recommend another manga. Which one do you like? Kirby.
Are you kidding? Manga Mania.
Kirby
manga. Yeah, Kirby Manga Mania. There's 5 or 6 of those books.
Cool. I remember the game Kirby back in the day. It's like this flying pink ball character, right?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Doing a good job.
Yeah, anyone in the chat who's watching as well, or anyone here, if you have manga recommendations for young readers, because a lot of them are not suitable at all. I had a look in the bookshop recently. I was like, I can't give this to my children. Pokemon's pretty good. It's a fun world and pretty child friendly, but some of them are pretty wild. I looked at Naruto. I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I've seen Naruto before.
Yeah,
I think that's more grown up, isn't it?
yeah, it's a bit brutal.
12 or something.
But how old are you turning in May?
9.
9, cool. Yeah, Icon's 9 now.
You need to practice your German. with a friend maybe.
Want to practice some German?
Yeah. I need to find a German speaking buddy.
Cool. Hast du schon deutsche Bücher gelesen?
Oh, just some mangas in German.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
we've got German mangas as well. Just
Yeah.
keep the reading going.
Yeah, I think it's good especially if you're already familiar with the world that the story is taking place in and it's of interest to you, then I think it's more compelling and interesting to read, and you will understand more about it and have be more interested in reading.
Yeah.
Comics
Yeah,
got me into reading.
We've also got Tim and Struppi.
Cool.
Tintin. You can do it. You can do it.
You're doing amazing, Adia. Thanks so much for coming to my birthday party.
Yay. That dog's going to come and get us soon. Is it easy being a model?
So good. Thank you both. That was amazing. Nice to see you
My
both.
head
Thanks.
hurts.
Dankeschön. Cool. Okay, Sasha, do you have a prompt from Meryl?
Where's Meryl? Let's have a look. What did the police dog do to us? We managed to escape from the dog and we hid inside a cake shop. We ran into a cake shop, shut the door. We're very pleased with ourselves.
All right. Okay, so do you have a prompt from Meryl?
Where's Meryl? Let's have a look. What did the police dog do to us?
So you're hiding in a cake shop?
We managed to escape from the dog and we hid inside the cake shop. We ran into a cake shop, shut the door.
Meryl, could you mute YouTube, Meryl? It sounds like you've got YouTube on.
Sorry.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Sorry.
Thanks.
There.
Thank you. So you're hiding in the cake shop.
I'm hiding in the cake
Thanks, Shell.
shop. I'm gonna need a cake.
A good place to hide, the cake shop.
Hello, everybody. Happy birthday, Dylan. I was going to cut Dylan's hair right now. He says he doesn't need a haircut, but I think I'm still cutting his. I'm confused.
Okay.
Hey, we'll find out.
What are those sticks? Is that
Those are
color?
called pastel.
Oh, they're pastel sticks. Wonderful. They look delicious.
Oh, yes. It's a pastel cake shop.
Yum.
And I'm drawing with pen and ink.
Bye, Liz. Cool. So it's a nice like party plate.
Well, it is a party,
It is.
but you can't see me because I'm hiding.
Unfortunately, the police and the dog can't see you either.
No, and I took the hot dogs out of my pocket.
That's planning.
Clay's got clean teeth. Bedtime. You got good teeth. Thanks for joining my party, Claire and Nina from Germany.
Thanks. Thank you for having us. Thank you for letting us use your internet. I'm glad it didn't affect your speed.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone. Happy birthday, Dylan.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Sweet
It's been
German
one of the
dreams.
greatest parties of all time.
Claire and Nina had the greatest online party when they got married during the pandemic. That was so cool.
That was fun.
It was a lot to process.
It was so good.
It was
Because we
good
were
fun.
able to join from Germany, and
Yeah, that was so cool.
people in Norway and Britain and all over Australia. And
There was somewhere in South America.
yeah.
We have
As
a
well.
recording. We have the recording of that, and it's so cute. Icon was particularly cute in that recording. Okay, good night. Have
night.
fun, everybody. Bye.
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 So tomorrow is my 49th wedding anniversary.
Oh, wow.
49 years.
That's amazing.
That is
Congratulations.
That's a long time.
Let's see. I'm not a good mathematician. Let's see. Is that 3/4 of my life? I think so.
That's epic. So cool. Congratulations. Still having fun together?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
And tomorrow, or on the day after our anniversary, I get to say, April Fool.
Cool. Does anyone have really good kid-friendly April Fools pranks?
No, mine are just mean.
Kid-friendly, not kid-mean.
I've only done the food ones where you make like meatloaf and mashed potatoes look like cupcakes.
Oh my! Oh my!
I think I was actually I suffered as a child from being given something that looked like a sweet drink, which was full of salt, and then until I was like 26, I really strongly disliked salty food, and would never put salt on food. And but yeah, making something that looks like a cake, which is actually totally not. That's a good one. We found today at the pond that there's a pond in the forest, and it's full of frosch and froschleich and Krötenleich, frog and toad eggs, spawn. What do you call it? I don't know, but it's amazing. So many eggs. So I was just thinking we could go there again tomorrow, and I could take something with me and like pretend to eat frog eggs. That could be not tomorrow, the day after. That could be an April Fool's thing.
You have to go there with your kids when they hatch.
Yeah.
That is so fun. We have a little pond nearby, and when the little frogs jump over the waves and the grass, that is so much fun.
Oh yeah, watching growing up, we did not really have many frogs and stuff around. It was pretty dry where I lived, so it's been cool having kids here. That all the ponds every year they become full of frogs and tadpoles, and it's so much fun watching them grow. It's cool. And it's amazing that they like return to the same pond that they were born to reproduce, right? From wherever they've been hanging out. It's pretty cool. And they have in the area where we live, there are these frog fences that are put up to stop the frogs going out on the roads. And at night they will completely shut down these roads to protect the frogs. That's nice. Thank you, Meryl. That was cool.
Thank you.
Has everyone who's here been drawn in Zoom? I think so. A lot of people have moved on. The crowd has diminished, so we can draw me again. I will be the final guest at my party. And Meryl, you can give me a prompt. I have this hat.
Oh. So you were hiding from the police
Glass of water.
in the Pastel bakery, and you just ate all of it. Everything in there.
Ate all of it.
Ate it all.
All right. Thank you for that gluttonous prompt.
In the Pastel Bakery.
The Pastel Bakery. Boulangerie Pastel. Where are my pastels? I'll just go with this.
Yes.
But I've eaten all of it. This is like the last one. So this,
oh yeah, that's it.
Oh.
And then there was the chunky snow.
Then there was the what?
The chunky snow afterward.
It's nice to weave.
No,
these
no,
things.
no, we'll just stop with the eating of the pastels.
Okay. Not sure. Oh, this is so so delicious, but this will be a nice pose to end it on. All right. Okay. It's been a good party.
That's when you know it's been a good party.
Bye, Sasha, Nadia. Thanks for coming. It's getting quiet now.
I'm still here, but a little bit tired.
A little bit tired. How's the sketching been today for everyone?
Awesome.
Awful. I'm ashamed to say nobody's going to see any of these.
It's okay.
That's all right.
Sometimes that's how it is.
Yep. One of the things I like about doing these is that you can't see it. So I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. In the early days, when we were finished, I'd be like, now we can show each other our work. And then there were some people who like just jump off the call and never come again. Like, you don't have to, it's optional. Claire bought lots of gifts for the kids from Australia and waited until today to give them to them. So they all got presents for my birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And smart.
Yeah,
Keep the kids happy.
exactly. And we learned that Icon, the 9-year-old, he can crack a combination lock on a safe. Not a safe, a suitcase. And so he already knew everything. And his Opa taught him how to do it.
Oh my goodness.
and he taught me.
So what's the secret?
You pull on, you start with all zeros. It was a 3-digit one. And then you put a little pressure pulling on the loop of metal. And then you turn each number wheel until you feel something. And if you pay attention and sensitive to it, eventually you'll feel, oh, there was something. And then it opens. It's not very speedy. I hope you all use that information wisely. Whoops, don't do that. It doesn't work. It took me quite a while to figure it out though. Make sure you get good locks for your suitcases.
I had a student, a juvenile delinquent student at one time, and his grandfather taught him how to hotwire a car.
Did you hotwire yours?
No, but I did have someone, we woke up at like 3 in the morning one time with people in our car, and they were trying to steal it.
Oh. Trying.
They didn't. It was a Volkswagen. And I don't know, there's something in it that won't allow it to start.
That's good.
Yeah. But they tore it up trying.
And did you confront them?
Well, we called the police and they were gone by the time the police got here.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Sayan, thank you for being here. Everyone on YouTube. I'll show you a few of my sketches. I'm not going to force anyone to show any of their work. But it's been so much fun. And we do this every Tuesday. So I would love you to come sketch with us on Tuesday. And it's been so much fun. This is such a great party because no one has to clean up. And everyone gets to eat their own cake and stuff. It's so good. So thank you so much, everyone who joined. It's been super fun. Here's my sketch of Meryl hiding behind the delicious pastel sticks. And as I mentioned earlier, if you are sharing your work on social media, you can use the hashtag Drawing with Dylan. And if you would like to, if you're watching the recording of this, you could also put your Instagram account name in the comments, and we can follow each other and become Instagram friends. Until now, it is the social media that I use the most. This was so nice with Sasha and Adia. Yeah. Really cool. And Patricia, you're maybe my favorite sketch today was yours. Thank you so much.
Put it closer.
Closer?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not sure how close I can focus. There
Okay,
we
I
go.
see it.
That's good. Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that was fun. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for being my friends and drawing together. It's always so much fun. And
Thank you for making this for us.
yeah, my pleasure. It's always a treat.
Oh, and I forgot. Jez sends her regards. She was working.
Oh, thank you, Jess. Thank you for your regards, and thank you to everyone who's ever joined one of these sessions, because it's been such a cool way to practice and make friends and improve improve the craft, and so much opportunity to see faces, and it's so much fun drawing the same faces again and again every week, and every new face that comes. It's always great. So if you would like to join, the link is in the description below, I believe, of the YouTube video, and you can join us every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. German time. And thank you all for being here. You are all awesome. It's been super fun, and I look forward to the next time we hang out and draw together. I will end the YouTube live stream, and then there'll be an extra bye-bye session for Zoom. So thanks, YouTube. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Oh,
Thank
awesome.
you.
Happy
Thank you, Zoomers. Thank you.